Hey guys, so I was looking on Amazon at some bells and I wasn't about to pay the asking price for bells. So I thought, why not make our own? So all these bells you can get at the Dollar Tree. There's 6 in a pack. I'll say it at the end of the video too, but there's gold, silver, red, green. And so I'm gonna kind of show you guys how I did a couple of them, and then at the end of this video I'll go through detail because I did a whole bunch of different ones, kind of experimenting. So just grab metallic paint. It doesn't matter what colors. It doesn't matter what brand. You can grab acrylic, you can do chalk paint. It really doesn't matter. But this metallic brown, I am just literally painting right over the bell. The second one, I took my chalk paint and I built up texture. So I was basically dabbing it with a sponge brush, which is not shown here, and blow drying it at the same time. And I just kept going over it, kept dabbing, and that, like I said, built up texture. So once that was dry, then I just took a brush with that metallic brown and I just dry brushed over it, which means I'm just literally getting a teeny tiny bit of that metallic paint on the brush and I'm running it over. So that's the one on the left you see here. Okay, so for this one, it's kind of like a rusted bell look. So I have orange and yellow paint, and I'm just kind of taking each side of my brush, one side of the brush in orange, one side in yellow, kind of mixing the two, and we're going over this bell. My hair dryer actually is running right now while this is being filmed, so it's actually drying everything as I'm painting. And then I'm going to take my sponge dabber brushy thing into the metallic. I'm going to dab off the excess because I just want a very dry amount of paint on my dabber. So I'm going up all those sides and around the top like that, and then we'll just kind of fill in all the sides, but we definitely want some of that orange and that yellow to show. And that's why you don't want a lot of paint on your brush. Let's go over the bells I made. So like I said, I'm not paying an arm and a leg to get some from Amazon when I can make my own. So I've been kind of experimenting. So this first one, I used black chalk paint and I kind of layered it up, dabbed it on with a sponge dabber while the blow dryer was running. So I was kind of building up texture with that black. And then I used polyacrylic to seal it, and then I went over it with the Art Alchemy orange wax. Just kind of hit those high points. So that's what that bell looks like. This one, black paint again, built it up with texture, used my polyacrylic to seal, and then I used the Art Alchemy mint green, mint spark wax, and that's kind of iridescent, so you can see some gold tones and some green with that. So that turned out cool. This one, I just took my English Toffee metallic paint. It's like a metallic brown kind of color. Anyway, so this is just a silver bell, just painted with that. That's it. So if you just kind of want a more plain, rustic, brownish bell, you can do it with the metallic paint. It doesn't have to be this kind, you guys. You can find other paints that are the same color. And this one, same thing. I used that, nope, I take it back. I used the black paint for this first, built up that texture, used polyacrylic, and then I dry brushed, which means just getting the very, very tip of the brush, dabbed in another color, which was this toffee one, and then I just kind of dry brushed around it, which kind of gave that effect. Sweet. Then I just took my brown paint, my weathered wood from DIY. It's literally is just a brown paint. Same thing, used a sponge brush applicator. Blow dryer was running, built up some texture with that, and then I just sealed it in a polyacrylic. So that's kind of a hammered bell look. And then we've got all these guys, which is the video I just showed you. So that's with the orange and yellow paint. Just kind of brushed right on the bell. and then we dabbed it with that sponge brush of that metallic color. And you guys can use gold too if you want, but just makes them look kind of rusted. So yeah, so these are all the different bells I've experimented with tonight to show you guys. I honestly don't know what my favorite is. I'm definitely gonna make some garland with probably all of these, not together, but we'll do some garland with the red and green. Really like those with those waxes. So do those for sure. A garland with these. They look rusted. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys tonight. If you have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, don't spend an arm and a leg on bells, guys, when you can literally make your own. And again, these are just dollar store bells. You get 6 in a pack. They come like this, minus the one, because obviously I use the green one. And you can get red, you can get gold, you can get silver, so yeah. As I was editing that video, I forgot to explain what I did to these two. Really simple. So the red and green bells from the Dollar Tree. This one, I just took black paint, my black chalk paint. It doesn't have to be chalk paint. And just took my little sponge dabber and kind of went over it sporadically, leaving some of that red showing through. Basically did the same thing with this green one, only I used that metallic brown to sponge dab all over. So there, now I've covered all the bells that I've done. So knock yourselves out, guys. Make some bells. Great for garland, gift toppers. Just to add a little something for wreaths or frames or whatever you want to do with them. So there we go. Now we're done. Bye.